In The Lathe of Heaven, a science fiction novel written in 1971 by Ursula K. Le Guin, George Orr has the ability to have dreams that become reality, called effective dreaming. He's afraid of this ability and abuses drugs in order to stop dreaming altogether, leading him to be sent to therapy under Dr. William Haber in the hope of being cured of his effective dreaming. Dr. Haber begins to abuse Orr's ability to change reality, making him dream of changes to make society better. George Orr has the ability to have physical dreams that change reality. However, today, I'm discussing dreams as the desire for change. In The Lathe of Heaven, Dr. Haber's desire to achieve his dreams by changing the world resulted in constant dissatisfaction, ultimately leading to his downfall as a character. Le Guin uses his character to show how we shouldn't be focused on accomplishing our dreams for the sake of achieving goals. Instead, we should consider George Orr's non-interfering and fluid opinion of the world, shown through his character's successful personal development. Dreams are change. After all, we could not have a dream if everything were the way we wanted it to be. In the case of Dr. Haber, he dreams of eliminating suffering from the world, and given the opportunity, any of us would do the same. At first, he uses Orr's powers to get rid of overpopulation. Orr gets a bigger apartment, people no longer have to ration their food, but yet people are still massacred in South Africa. He exclaims, "To a better world," but it's not enough for him. He tries to eliminate war next. He tackles race by making people all one color, but he still tells Orr that you'll be the greatest benefactor humanity has ever had. You will be. No matter how much he's changed, he cannot accept that he's done enough. He is dissatisfied with his creations. If his dream were successful, he would have simply stopped making changes to reality. It is a fixation on a dream that leads to his downfall. He defines his dreams through achievement. After, he is lifeless. Haber was lost. He had lost touch, Le Guin writes. Orr, however, is different. He gets his happy ending and faces little harm because he isn't fixated on a dream. This is largely due to the fact that Orr doesn't feel the need to change the world. His worldview can be explored through Taoism. Taoism is a Chinese philosophy and religion that was widely used by the peasant classes in China during the Tang Dynasty. One of the greatest Taoist teachers, Zhuangzi, wrote core texts that spread the message that the best way for someone to live is to be adaptable to what life brings and to be flexible. One focus of this philosophical perspective is that we should not resist life's natural forces. This can be reflected in George Orr's perspective on change, where he believes that what we do is like wind blowing in the grass. Despite harsh winds, grass continues to grow all the same, returning to its natural position after the wind passes. Similarly, our actions, our ability to achieve distant dreams, should have little effect on natural forces of growth and change. At the end of the book, Orr meets Heather Lash again, and he continues to live in an undisturbed world without effective dreaming. Le Guin making him have a happy ending proves that Orr's philosophy can do you well in life. Additionally, we should take on a non-interference perspective of dreams instead of achieving goals for the sake of arbitrary achievement, which can be explored in how Orr's and Haber's characters change throughout the book. For Haber, this looks like a continuity in his physical appearance. Haber's beard is mentioned 14 times throughout the book, before and after all of his changes to reality. Haber's appearance remaining the same despite him constantly changing reality and apparent achievement of dreams proves that Haber isn't improving at all. In fact, Le Guin explicitly says he had not changed. Meanwhile, Orr's character becomes more confident and gains a new understanding of the aliens. For example, the aliens tell him that he has Iaklu, the ability to dream effectively, and is worthy, which causes him to gain certainty in his opposition to Haber. Their interactions make him realize that because we have consciousness, we need to be careful of the world and its limits. Additionally, he warns Haber about this by being able to stand up to Haber after talking to the aliens. Instead of feeling trepidation in front of Haber, he feels certainty and equanimity, allowing him to tell Haber for the first time that, quote, "I can't let you use my effective dreams anymore," end quote. Le Guin uses this to say that what is more important than achieving goals to change the world is personal development. Instead of defining ourselves through accomplishing goals, worldly change, dreams, we could perhaps think about changing how we interact with other people. So, is dreaming bad? Is change bad? No. I, like anyone else, want to see less suffering and inequality. But Haber's lack of character development and tragic ending prove that we should consider another perspective. Be flexible in your goals and be happy for what you can achieve. Think of life like Orr does, like grass that flows in the wind without trying to fight against it.